Hey, I'm Allyse Alamo, the Blonde Bombshell, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my dream video. First of all, I want to thank everyone who made this opportunity possible. One greatly being the great Edward, who is the creator of the Share Your Dream project. Also, my wonderful coach, Christine Dwyer, who is a complete rock star, and who introduced me to the great Diane Hochman, who has really inspired me to build a business that I never thought was possible. So I do want to thank you all for being just there and inspiring me and letting me into your lives. I am that kid that always wanted something more. And if you were that kid, if you were that person, when you're a kid and you think that you can do anything, it's the kind of thing that followed me into my teen years and into adulthood. And for a long time, I couldn't figure out what that meant, what more was. As a child, I was chubby, and I was picked on a lot. And then into my teen years, I wanted to break free. It was, I think, a progression of the same thing that I had when I was younger. It was just that I didn't know how to be happy in my own skin because I wasn't happy in my surroundings. As a young adult, in 18, 19, 20, 21, I floundered. I knew what I wanted in high school. I thought I did. But when it became real and a possibility for me, I got scared. I fell into some bad habits, and it suffocated me for years. I can distinctly remember the point in my life when I thought that if I don't get out of this place that I'm in, I'm going to die. I just couldn't see myself living the way that I was. It wasn't who I was supposed to be. There was a lot of drinking, 1,000 jobs that overlapped each other just to make ends meet, and periods of unemployment and struggle, but not the kind of struggle that you have when you're doing something significant, the kind of struggle that beats you down and keeps you there. I have to honestly say, I did think that if I didn't leave my hometown, I was going to die. It just was a certainty. I wasn't going to take my own life. It was to me, a circumstance of the way that I was treating myself and the way that I was allowing myself to live. And leaving, although it's not, right for everyone, was the first time I ever felt any sort of real accomplishment in my life. School, to me, was, easy. It didn't matter. College, I dropped out after a month because it didn't fill that void that I thought it was supposed to fill. So when I got to leave, when I was 21, when I talked to my friend and we packed up our cars and we just went, we didn't have a real plan. We didn't have anything there. We didn't know anybody. When we just went, it was the first thing that I really remember ever feeling like I had accomplished something. It was such a big deal for me to get out because I knew that if I stayed, I would live the same kind of life that I had for the past 3.5 years. And I couldn't handle that. But, for anybody who's ever taken themselves to the next level, you know that when you get to one level, you're always looking towards the next and towards the next. And life is a series of climbs and plateaus. And you should always have a peak that you're looking towards, but it's not always a straight up climb. We get into ruts. And that's exactly what happened to me. There was such a great accomplishment to me in several different levels as I moved out of my hometown and moved into the big city of Chicago. And it was a wonderful experience, but I found myself in a place after a few years that offered me no advancement, offered me nothing. And the way that I am, I want to be in control of everything. I want to be in control of my own schedule. I want to be in control of the money that I make. I want to be in control of everything. And I couldn't have that. I didn't know it existed. When working with my current company, and I have to say, without hesitating, my forever company, this company will forever be a part of my life. When that was shared with me, I was skeptical, but I saw something really special, and I saw a way out of what I was stuck in. I knew it was going to be something really special to me. And that's honestly what led me here. Now, back then, I always knew I wanted something bigger, but I didn't know what that meant. I never knew what bigger was, and what it took to have it, and what it felt like to reach for it, or even know what a step was, or who to talk to, or what I needed to get me there. But after being lifted up, I want to say, by not only the company, but my team, and all the mentors and guidance and gurus and everybody that I've been introduced to, who I never, ever would have known of otherwise. It just completely changed me and my life. Without them and their guidance, there would be no blonde bombshell. I never would have had the vision to see myself the way that I do now, which has been a huge part of the transformation and me understanding what I want to give back to the world. I've realized what my dream is. And my real dream is to help others see beyond their circumstance, to help people understand that it doesn't matter what you have going on right now. There is more if you want it. If you desire a life of greatness, there is a vessel there for you. There is a way for you to have greatness. Only you have the power to make a decision, to make a step, to take yourself out of the situation you're in now and believe that there's more. And it takes sacrifice and it takes belief. But it is so important for me to let you know that waking up every morning miserable and sad, having that feeling like you're never going to get out, is not who you are supposed to be. Life is not supposed to be like that. And there are people in this world who are here meant for you, meant to lift you out of the position that you're in now. And then there are also people that you are meant to lift out of the position they are in now, because you know what it feels like to be down. And when somebody lifts you up, it's your duty to lift somebody else up in return. So many people don't know that you don't have to live like that. You don't have to live unfulfilled. And you don't have to live sad. You don't have to live miserable. There is a way for you to be happy and to love, to truly love what you have, and to feel blessed no matter what is going on in your life, to see everything every day as a blessing. But you can't see that when you're stuck, when you're being pushed down. You can't see it. So it's really important for me to let you know that there is more for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my dream video. I really appreciate having this opportunity. And if you have anything that you want to talk to me about, a story you want to share, or you think that this video can help somebody that you know, I really want to ask you to share it, because I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.